My name is Maddie Hearn, and I have been a Christian for almost all my life, ever since I was 5 years old. I think that a lot of people who might not really understand Christianity might think that we hold ourselves higher than everybody else, and we truly believe that we're better than everybody else. The whole idea of Christianity is that yes, life is hard, and yes, we screw up and make mistakes, but there's a God out there who's going to be by our side through everything that we do and be a comfort and be a light and be a guide and just somebody that we look to for love and guidance.
My name is Chris Catlett, and I've been a Christian for about 2 years. In media today, it's like there's Christians push their opinions on people. They'll be portrayed as people that are like pushing, like, if you don't believe in Christianity, you're going to hell. It's not fair of a stereotype, because it's like that's like 1% of like maybe Christians out there. If you come up to somebody like me, like, I'm more than willing to like answer your questions, and I'm not gonna be like, you have to be a Christian today, but I'm gonna do stuff to like try to point you in directions and like answer your questions. In Christianity, there's like this saying, it's like you got the focus on God, not the world, and in today's age compared to like maybe like 20 years ago, there's a lot of things that can like distract your focus. So social media being a big one, or like what's out there in the world. I just feel like with technology it gets a little harder, and I feel like it's a struggle to focus on your religion or your beliefs if you have all these other things.
For me, growing up with my dad being a pastor, I was always stereotyped, because the first thing people would talk to me about was, what do your parents do for work? My dad's a pastor. And they immediately label me as a pastor's kid. And I think that there's kind of this glass that they look at me through of, oh, she's a pastor's kid. She probably doesn't cuss. She probably thinks everyone else is going to hell, and she thinks she's better than everybody else, and she's stuck up. Just kind of all of these little things that people have made me feel like in the past. A lot of friends I've had, when they curse around me, they kind of look at me and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that you were here. I shouldn't do that, I'm sorry. Or they'll say, Maddie, I'm going to hell, right? I'm definitely going to hell. I can't step into a church because they'll all know that I've done bad things and I'm going to hell. And it just kind of makes you sad, because you can tell that they only see a glimpse into what Christianity is like, and they don't actually fully understand it.
My name is Anna McDonald, and I've been a Christian for pretty much all of my life. I think that Christians are kind of seen as really judgmental and hateful towards people who they may not agree with everything. I think that people kind of see Christians as bigots almost at times. And I also think that some people think that Christians are like really out of touch with society, or really sheltered in life, and don't really have an experience with the real world outside of their church. I feel like I didn't really start living as a Christian until middle school, high school, that part of my life, and I can definitely see a difference. In my life, it's a lot easier. I feel a lot more at peace with my life, because I know that God is in control of what's going on, and I can trust Him to guide me in all my decisions. The world makes it seem like Christianity is hateful and not accepting, but I think that once you become a Christian, it's like you can totally say that's such a misconception, because there's so much forgiveness within Christian people and within God.